Sunday, June 9th, 6 a.m. Mountain Time, 2019. Guys, in this video, we're going to Colchester, England, where I received an email with an attached photograph by a gentleman from Colchester, England named Lee. He noticed something unusual the morning of June 5th as he was going to work. A couple of spheres that were hanging in the sky underneath what looked like some clouds out of a science fiction movie. Here's the original photograph that he sent me. You don't really see much other than these unusual clouds, but down here low on the horizon is what he saw with his own two eyes. I've taken this original photograph, I've ran it through many different filters and lighting and color techniques to try to remove these two spheres from the photograph, and I cannot. They are in the photograph. That's what the man saw from Colchester, England. I want to read the email that he shared with me back on June the 5th of 2019. This is the email I received at 3:49 a.m. It goes on to say, "Hi, my name is Lee. I've left out his last name for privacy reasons. I hail from the oldest recorded town in England, Colchester. Upon leaving for work one morning, I noticed clouds looking extremely strange in the sky and what appeared to be two spheres in the sky below the clouds. So I snapped a photo, went about my day. I just thought it seemed like something you might be interested in. Kind regards, Lee." And yes, indeed, I'm very interested in these as this is a very unique sky phenomenon. So what I've done is taken this original photograph that he shared with me and I ran it through tons of filter techniques. I adjusted the lighting and color many different times, actually trying to remove these spheres from the photographs or the photograph, and I couldn't. So these are in the photograph. He did see these things, whatever they may be. To me, they look like Dyson spheres. Yes, that's what they look like. They remind me of a Dyson sphere. This is a location where the photograph was taken. And if you look down low, you can see what looks like a large, or at least the silhouette of a sphere in the sky. Actually two, there's one over here on the right. So I adjust the photo multiple times in this video that I'm sharing with you right now. And these things are in the photograph. I could not get them out of the photograph. Much like the clouds or the houses or anything else, they're part of the photograph. So he did see something in the sky early in the morning on June the 5th of 2019. To me, what they look like, once I got to looking at these closer, especially the one that you can see the full circumference of it, the one right here in the center, it almost appears to have some sort of a large strap going through the center of it. And once I adjust the lighting a little bit, you'll see this clearer and clearer. There's a strap across the equator of this sphere. And there's also a feature at the top of the sphere that I could not remove from the photograph. And I wasn't trying to alter the photograph. I just figured, if it was a digital artifact, it would disappear. Did not. There's also one over here on the right that's kind of a little lower below this house. You can see part of it though, but this one here you can see crystal clear, or as clear as you can get. I don't think it was supposed to be seen. Either one of them were supposed to be seen for that matter. And you can see that little strap. It's a different color going across the center. This feature at the top, don't know what it is, but it remained in every single attempt that I did, or every technique that I used to try to bring this forward, which it did come forward more. These are definitely in the photograph. The man saw these things in the sky. Here's a darker look at these images or at these spheres, and they are there. See the clouds darkened up, which they're definitely there. These also darkened up. So these were hanging in the sky early in the morning on June the 5th. I'm thinking these were out over the North Sea. Here we're back to a color photo. There's that feature at the top that, like I said, was in every single technique that I used. That strap across the center totally reminds me of a Dyson sphere. And we're going to read a little bit about a Dyson sphere here in just a moment. I don't know if that's what he saw, but that's what this reminds me of. They look rather large. It's difficult to tell how far away they are. They're certainly not balloons. To me, they look exactly like a Dyson sphere. That's a Dyson sphere right there. See that strap across the center? Strap across the center. Got a unique feature around the top. Dyson sphere is basically a floating solar power plant that harnesses energy from stars. Here's another look at the original photograph. that was sent in by Lee, and you can definitely see two darkish round objects low on the horizon in the sky from Colchester, England. Here's another close look at these two photos. Were adjusted heavily, with the lighting and color. And there's the one on the left that's almost in a nighttime format, but you can see that strap across the center, or at least looks like a different surface feature on this structure, whatever it is. And I'm leaning towards a Dyson sphere, or actually two. There's two in that photograph. And if you do a simple search on Google of Dyson sphere, this is what comes up. A Dyson sphere is a hypothetical megastructure that completely encompasses a star and captures a large percentage of its power output. So you can go on and read more at Wikipedia about Dyson spheres. They were hypothesized back in 2005 by a gentleman by the name of Freeman Dyson. And there are many different versions of these things, hypothetical versions, Dyson bubble, Dyson shell, other types throughout this article here. But it all goes back to what this man saw over here in England that reminded me of what I read. I've read about Dyson spheres a long time ago. And that's what this reminds me of. I don't know how else to explain what the man saw. And that's why he shared the photograph with me, to see if I could maybe come up with what he did see on the early morning of June 5th of 2019. This is just my best guess. This is my hypothesis of these photographs that this gentleman sent to me. His name is Lee from Colchester, England. He may have seen two Dyson spheres low on the horizon out over the North Sea early on the morning of June the 5th of 2019. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a super day and be safe out there.